Hello, my reflection is Camden Fells. Hey, I just wanted to wish everyone a great Saturday and to remind everyone to get out in nature. You know, I try to get out in nature as much as I can, especially on the weekends since I'm indoors most of the time during the week. And look up a concept called grounding. You know, the earth vibrates at a certain frequency and it's right around 7.83 hertz. And the vibration of the earth is the natural vibration of the human body. And part of a lot of the stress that we experience in our lives has to do with being ungrounded, has to be with us being disconnected from the earth. So by just getting out and sitting in the grass and getting up under the sun, we're able to connect more with the earth and therefore connect more with ourselves, because everything is connected. So when you're living in a building that's 10 stories high, or if you're working in a large office building, it really does have a big effect on your well-being, and to get back reconnected makes a whole lot of sense. Speaking of the sun, there's a couple aspects there that I think is important too. If you look at the plant life is so important to the human body. It's so important to the earth as well. But the magic of a plant has to do with its chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is one of the highest vibrating substances on the face of the earth, and part of its magic is how it interacts with the sun. So when the sun hits the chlorophyll, what happens is it starts to morph kind of into different vitamins and minerals that the body needs. So that's why, looking at how, kind of healthy living, you'll see a lot of people talking about eating fresh greens and vegetables, because, by having the power of the sun inside of that plant, you're able to access source through the plant. The ancients would call the sun energy, they would call that prana. So this pranic energy is really what's powering the whole universe. And we're able to access that through the sun. If we look at the human body, the equivalent of chlorophyll to the human body is the hemoglobin that's in the actual blood that we have. So by sitting out in the sun, essentially what we're doing is we're taking in vitamins and minerals from the sun, and we're converting that into energy that we can use, and energy that can raise our vibration. So the sun is very, very important to what we're doing in this aspect as we talk about this spiritual journey, as we talk about the seeking. And I want to encourage everyone to get out here and get connected and see what effect this has on your body. Now, some people will say, oh man, it's too hot out there. I don't like sitting in the sun for too long. Well, that's coming from a place of disconnection, and I'll tell you why. I mean, everything else on the face of the earth is in perfect balance. There's not a blade of grass saying, I don't want to be out in the sun because it's too hot out there. The blade of grass is in perfect balance to the sun. So therefore, our bodies are naturally designed to be in perfect balance to the sun. So that contrast that you may be feeling by sitting out in the sun really has to more do with what's inside of the actual gut and what's inside of the intestines. And you may want to consider going through a detox with different fruits and vegetables. Just look up how to detox the body. But if you have a lot of waste in the intestines, that sensation that you're feeling of discomfort has to do with the heat on that waste that's inside of the gut. And many of us have up to 10 to 20 pounds of waste just inside of the gut. So ask yourself, if you're eating 3 times a day and you're not going to the restroom 3 times a day, that means there's some stuff in there that needs to be addressed. So look up enema, look up detoxing, look up ways to detox the body, and start to do research on that and find something that's appropriate for you. But it certainly, we were not designed to not be in perfect harmony with the earth. It has to do with what we're taking in, not only from a food point of view, but from a thought point of view, an information point of view, a relationship point of view, all kinds of things that's filling our vessels. We want to purify that vessel and to get it in perfect balance so that we can bring in more energy and live the life of purpose that we were meant to live. So I'll just leave you with one last thing. My brother came to me at the park and he gave me this note. I hope you can see it. It says, see yourself as you are today. See yourself as you are today. See yourself, not the story, not the guilt, not the memories, not the blame, not the disconnection, not the yourself, the freedom, the clarity, the love, optimism, the bliss, togetherness, kindness, love. See yourself as you are today. Let yourself fill your vessel. Not your story, not your memories, not your disappointments. Not that person that cut you off on the road. See yourself, that broader part of you, as you are today. Get outside, show some love, fellowship with your friends, do something positive for yourself. Show up for yourself. Show up as yourself. Because when we speak to each other, we're speaking from our own sheet of music. So what song are you playing that people are listening to when you speak? Are you playing a love song when you speak? Are you playing a song of togetherness when you speak? Are you playing a song of happiness when you speak? Or of despair, of guilt, depression? These are choices. But by understanding who you are and seeing yourself as you are today, you start to create a little bit of space to question how you're showing up in the world and if it's true for you or not. I hope you can pick up what I'm putting down right there. See yourself as you are today. Have a great Saturday. Thank you so much, my reflection, for listening. I'm Camden Fells. Have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you guys again here soon.